Hi guys, welcome. I'm back for the final live stream of the day. As always, I will take the questions in the order that they are received. Super chats will skip the line, $1.99 or more. And you can start sending them in whenever you are ready. Let's see if I can find it on here. Got it. First person is Alessandra with love. Use your intuition when it comes to love. If something doesn't feel right, go with it. There may be like a minor tower moment. It's not the biggest deal when the tower is in reverse, but use your intuition. The love cup is full. Don't hold yourself back. Cards indicate you may be holding yourself back, which may be causing a hold up when it comes to your love life. If something doesn't feel right, don't go for it. Feeling prepared to move forward coming up. If there's nobody in your life right now, you can expect an earth sign to show up. Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Talia, did Brian get promoted? I'm only getting a 33% chance he got promoted. He may not have gotten promoted yet. It could be coming. I don't think it happened yet. Lightning, love. If you're not with anyone right now, after a heartbreak or a heartache or whatever it is that's moving into the past, you have a Libra coming in. Power to manifest just about anything you want when the Magician shows up. Love life moves forward slowly but surely. Slow and steady wins the race. About to embark on a new journey that ends in success. What's going on, lady? Yeah, what's going on that you're making all this fuss? You want the binky? Want the bink? Yeah. Elizabeth, what can I expect tomorrow with my surgery? Use your intuition. Everything seems to go pretty well. Death is in reverse, which means the transformation may be slow. I don't know what kind of surgery it is. It looks like the actual procedure goes well, but the recovery time may be a little bit slow. You have strength around you. You should come through it fine. Recovery may be a little slow. Christy, why did Sandra act like that to me today? Oh, she may be jealous. I don't know what she did to you, but this card, the Devil card, is anything from like, she could have some kind of an addiction problem that affects her behavior, or it could be that she's a little bit jealous of you. Whatever it is, it's like a demon. She's not functioning at her highest when she's acting like this when the Devil card shows up. But unfortunately, the only person that this really hurts is her. It's going to come back to her. Or the emotion behind it comes back to her. If she is jealous of you, the jealousy comes back to her. If she does have some kind of an addiction, it's a battle she has to deal with. Whatever it is that she said or did to you, it's not going to affect you long term. So you could just kind of let it go. Especially jealousy. Jealousy and fear come back quick. That reflects out fast and comes back quick. And she's going to get it. I don't like the Devil card. I mean, it's not always terrible. Sometimes a little healthy jealousy isn't bad, but if she acted in a poor way and the devil shows up, it's not nice. It's some sort of a demon. It doesn't have to be a literal demon, but there's something, and it's on her, not on you. You're just getting the brunt of it. A little Virgo. Why doesn't my cousin Daisy like me? Once again, there could be a little bit of jealousy here. It comes off that she thinks that you're happy, loving, kind, well-balanced, peaceful, serene, easygoing, easy to get along with, and people like you. She could be a little bit jealous. I don't think that she doesn't like you. I think that she's a little envious of you. Talia, how will my work day go tomorrow? Good. You got all 10 cups full. Anxiety moves into the past, and there's creativity around. It should go well. Georgia, why is KJ so excited? I asked about his kids. Well, he enjoys talking about his children. There's no doubt about that. He's very proud. But it feels like that you're honestly concerned about them shows you're concerned for him, or that you honestly care about him and the kids, and he appreciates that. I think a lot of times, I hate to say this, it sounds terrible, but when women get involved with men that have kids, they can be very jealous of the kids. I've seen it a lot. Like I've seen, yeah, like, well, he spends too much time with his daughter, or it's the other way. My ex-husband spends too much time with his girlfriend's daughter. There's a lot of jealousy bullshit that goes on when it comes to children. And I'm surprised by it because it's a kid, you know, like what are you to be jealous of? But I hear it a lot. So I think that was like relieving for him. Pisces, what is the relationship between him and Isabel? You like to watch? Yeah? You find this to be interesting? Okay. They have a lot of respect for one another, and there is room for growth and transformation, but it doesn't really seem like there's anything more than friendship at this point. Don't bite my kneecap. Don't bite my kneecap. I am not a chew toy. Yeah, Christy, I don't blame you. That's not nice. When people act like that, it's not nice. And I've had that happen to me too. And it's almost like kind of like embarrassing. Like sometimes like I would feel embarrassed, but I don't know why I get embarrassed when other people have poor behavior. It's like you should be embarrassed. But, you know, I guess if you have a conscience, you kind of feel, I don't know. Ellie, love reading. Okay, if you're not with anyone right now, your love life can move forward quickly with somebody out of the blue. That could be a fire sign who you haven't seen and spoken to in quite some time. You could be traveling to water, by water, or around water coming up with this person. And there's much room for growth around this situation with a lot of passion. If you are with someone right now, current relationship can move forward. And you still could be going on a trip to water, by water, or around water. And the current relationship could be moving on to the next phase. It could be, current relationship could be upgrading. Either way, good things around love are coming in. Four of Wands is positive. If you're not with anyone, there may be a fire sign from the past coming back. Excuse me, but you're biting me. Okay, bite this. Don't bite me. Bite my kneecap. Those little teeth are sharp. Big giant pit bull. And he's never as much as nipped at me. Meanwhile, this one here bites my knee. Sue, General. Three of Pentacles. You could be establishing a work relationship with very deep grounded roots that lasts a very long time. It may not last forever, but it may be something that you would be able to go back to should you ever need to. Moving forward, your love life, not your love life, just life in general, changes for the better. Quickly, even overnight. When it comes to your love life, after a disappointment or a heartbreak, passion can come in with an air sign. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, use your intuition. Adriana, love. Feeling very well balanced, Two of Pentacles. Fire sign comes in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. This person may be a little bit adventurous. They maybe have a very large personality, or they're a whole lot of fun. They have a lot of respect for you. You feel like the world is at your feet, and you feel like finally you can breathe a sigh of relief when they show up. Little Virgo, what are my ex's intentions for reaching out? His intentions are slow and steady wins the race to take the relationship to the next level for success. So he's not coming in like the knight in shining armor, but he is coming in with intentions for things to move forward, slow and steady. Little Virgo, what's coming towards me in the Aquarius M situation? You may feel like things have slowed down between the two of you. Is one of you, yeah, you're the Virgo, because the Virgo card is here, and here's the Aquarius. You may feel like things have slowed down, but it will be slow and steady wins the race with this person. Be careful that they don't get controlling. Emperor in reverse can be someone who's controlling. If you give it time, this relationship can be very successful, but it kind of has to happen on their terms, not on yours. I don't think you can rush things here. Hey, be careful that you don't slide down. Brenda, love. Okay, after a heartbreak or a disappointment moves into the past, you have the opportunity with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. You may be feeling very passionately about them. A little bit of hard work takes this relationship to good places. You can have the Empress here show up. Love, money, abundance, fertility, children if you want them. Keep your eyes and ears open for a water sign. Red Nappy, will I get the place I looked at today? Yeah, I think you will get it. 70% chance, yes, you get it. Little Miss. Little Miss. You almost fallen asleep before. What happened? What happened? Yeah. Don't touch the cards. You're painted in the neck. Mimi, is Adrena falling for me? Is Adrena falling for me? Oh, pardon me there, kid. 70% chance, yes. Soleil General. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. There may be a mini tower moment with the tower in reverse, not the biggest of deals. Feeling successful, moving forward. You may be spending some time or hearing from somebody from your past. You may feel like life is moving forward quickly or changes quickly for the better overnight, and you're about to embark on a personal transformation with the Death card. Cause for celebration comes in when you listen to your intuition. Stacy, when will I see L? Will it be in the U.S. or Honduras? Okay, when will I see L? In the U.S.? I think in the U.S. Rhonda, is there a live relationship coming? And if so, when? Yes, there is. Let's see when. You're getting too close to the end of the bed. It could be before September. New me, how will talk go with Ambrose? Should I do it tonight? The talk should go well. I would do it tonight. Yep, 70% chance it goes well, 70% chance you should do it tonight. San, Antonio called today. What was the real reason? Well, kind of to check in, check up, see what's going on. Feels like he wants to keep tabs on you. He wants to know what you're doing, what's happening in your world. I don't know that he's stalkerish. I almost feel like he's too smart for that. Like he feels like he wouldn't get the right information or he wouldn't find out enough. He wants to know what's going on. No doubt about that. Mimi, general for me in Adrena's love life. Things to look like they're moving forward nicely. Leaving regret and hurt in the past. Living control and all that, like in the past. Moving forward, your love life moves forward quickly. She may give you an offer that you're not going to be able to refuse. Feeling like the Empress is here. Love, money, abundance, fertility, children should you want them. It doesn't get better than the Empress when you're asking how somebody feels about you. And when we're talking about a love relationship, it's definitely a positive omen. It's like feeling like the relationship is rich. It's clicking. It's passionate. It's working. It's the Venus card. It doesn't get better than that. So you guys are on the right track. Ray, am I on the right path? Any advice? You are on the right path. I think that there's a couple of things that, you know I have a love-hate relationship with the law of attraction, right? Because sometimes I just feel like some of it is very outlandish for me to believe. Are you listening to what I have to say? Good, listen. Take my advice. But a couple of the things that I've learned that I think are really great advice. Number one, that you're more in control of your reality than you believe. And that the rules aren't different for you. You ever feel like this? This is common. This used to come up all the time at yoga too. Like where people would just feel like for some reason things could work out for everybody else, but it couldn't work out for them. I hope I'm explaining that right. But like, and my teacher used to say, you're not that special. If it works for somebody else, it can work for you too. So just thinking about like focusing on what you want and not what you don't want can kind of keep you on the right track and make things happen faster from what I've learned and from what I've seen. So I hope that makes sense. Like some of this stuff to me gets a little bit outlandish, you know, like if you create your own reality, right? And we live in a reality where there's different parallel realities, which means that I could create, right, being let's just say, for example, the manager of the yoga studio in town. There isn't even one, but we're just going to make pretend there's one in town. I create that I am the manager of the yoga studio right down the street. But in the woman that lives next door, she could create in her reality that she is the manager of that studio. So in my reality, I'm the manager. In her reality, she's the manager, but the two worlds don't collide. To me, that sounds a little bit nuts. I don't really feel like I can believe that. But I can believe that me focusing on becoming the manager of that studio, if I want it, is in my, that I could make it happen. You know what I mean? So I think that focusing on what you think is possible and comparing it to something that may be hard to believe can kind of help with the manifestation process and along with your journey. Like I said the other day to my friend, when I have a hard time believing in something, I just try to weigh it against something that I really don't believe in. Like, do I believe I could become the manager of the yoga studio? Yeah, I think that's in my capability. Do I believe that I'm going to be on the next spaceship to Mars? No, I don't believe that. So if you compare the two situations, it's like, okay, yeah, I could believe that's possible for me, but I can't really believe that right now. So I try to like stay within those, you know, guidelines. But no, I do think that you're on the right track, and just focus on what it is that you want and not what you don't want, and bring in more of the things that you want. Soleil, how is Leroy feeling about me being at his place? Overall, he feels good. Patience, compassion, serene, and loving. Soulmate card. TX. Is the cap upset that I made my Instagram private? Yes. Yeah, a little bit upset, yeah. So like, how is your elf feeling about me being back? He's a little bit more reluctant. He's got the Devil and the Queen of Swords, which is like this is sort of feeling like questioning whether or not it's a good idea. Sharp energy. Queen of Swords is sharp energy. Adriana, how will I get my new job? You could be at the right place at the right time, and things could happen fast. It looks like Judgment is being at the right place at the right time. The powers that be put you at the right place at the right time. Divine timing. Mr. Maurice. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. What's in the next 3 weeks? Okay. What's coming up in the next 3 weeks? Letting go of anxiety and stress, that moves into the past. Moving forward, you have a love relationship. If you're not with anyone right now, one comes in. If you are with somebody right now, your current relationship rekindles. Celebration around this relationship, feeling happiness. 9 of Pentacles is money coming in, but it tends to be more of like money flowing. It could be either getting a job, getting more hours, getting a bonus, whatever it is. It's like a constant stream of money rather than like a large sum as like hitting the lotto or something like that. Intuition is heightened over the next couple of weeks. You may feel like things are chugging along slow and steady, but slow and steady wins the race. If you have a wish, put it out into the universe, and you also have some passion around you. Life should be feeling pretty good. You got some good karma coming in too. TX, questions below. All right, I don't see it yet. Let me do CC because I don't want to lose my spot. What's coming for me in love next? Someone new or someone old? Okay, someone new. I think it's someone new. And I think it should be sometime this summer. I found a new channel today, Pluto's Gate. That's the name of this guy. And he's a law of attraction person. And I really like his channel. First of all, his videos are really short. But he's like to the point. And he's not like, you know, like I like down to earth. I don't like over exuberant, airy-fairy kind of stuff. I don't believe it. But he is like really right to the point. I really liked it. Of course, he hates tarot readers. Well, not that he hates readers. He just doesn't believe that you need tarot cards. But I feel like tarot cards can be used as a great tool to let you know where you are in your journey. It doesn't mean you can't change it. Everything is changeable. But it's kind of like checking in, how am I doing kind of a thing. But a lot of things he said, I really felt were right on. Made a lot of sense. Soleil, why does Urel not think it's a good idea for me to be back? Does his girlfriend Bianca feel the same way? I don't think that, I think that they both kind of feel like it's too much drama. Like there's a lot of drama around this. I mean, it's a lot to like make up, break up, move in, move out. And it just seems like they're waiting for the next shoe to drop. Like, this is where we are now, but next week it'll be something different. And they feel like it's just a matter of time before they go through it, before you go through it again and you move out again. So they're much more skeptical of this situation. And that's how it's going to be. Every fight, every time there's a dilemma, they're going to feel more skeptical about it because it's a lot of drama. I don't know that I don't think that she really, I don't know if she sees it as much or if she's not around that much, but it seems like he's skeptical. He's like, okay, well, okay, we're back for now, but what's going to happen next week? That kind of a thing. Michelle, what does Elle want from me and why does she come back? She is looking for happiness. So I don't know if this is like an old friend that comes and goes, you know, depending on what goes on in her life. I've got friends like that. You don't hear from them and things are good, but when they don't have anything else going on, they show up. She wants happiness. She's got some sharp words around her. I don't think this has to do with you. I think it has to do with other people. And I think that she's actually looking for support. I think that she's looking for support and strength. I'm kind of getting the impression that she's one of those people that will come and go with what's going on in her life. You know, like she could be a really great friend if she needs one, but if she doesn't need one, not so much. She needs support, I think, right now. Soleil, when will I move into my own apartment? Could be sometime later in July. It's possible sometime later in July. Hey, hey, hey. What's the matter? You need another bottle? I'm going to get another bottle. She's going to take 2 sips and pass out. All right, let me go get it. Let me go get you another bottle. All right. Relax, Jack. I'll be right back. I got it. Uh-oh, what happened to Sully? You went on the floor? Sully's on the floor. That's no way to treat him. It's no way to treat your buddy. I'll pick him up. Where's Sully? Oh, here he is. Here he is. Okay, now we are at Sister Moon. Oh, wait a minute. Did I skip somebody? Hold on. Let me just make sure I didn't. Yeah, TX. I don't think I got to TX. TX. I'm actually really enjoying the cat and mouse game of me and the Capricorn are playing. Hayden the cat posted an Instagram story. Is it because he wants to see if I'll view it? No, I'm only getting a 33% chance that he did it for that reason. It may have been part of it. It could have been part of it. Sister. My childhood best friend has no hard feelings about our friendship, but has no interest in reconnecting with me. What's her deal? She kind of feels like there would be a long road ahead of you, or you guys are two different people at this point. It also shows that she's not holding herself back. If you were to reach out to her, I don't think that she would ignore you. It just looks like there's a long road ahead of you. You have a wish around the situation. If you really want to reconnect, she's not going to ignore you. She'll answer you. She just feels like you guys have grown apart. I can understand where she's coming from, because I felt that way over the years with a lot of people that I've been friends with. Like, I don't have any hard feelings, but I don't really feel like we connect anymore. So, like, I wish you the best. But on the other hand, if one of them were to reach out to me, I wouldn't ignore them. I would answer them. You know, I think for you, it's up to you whether or not you think it's worth it to pursue something like that. Michelle L told me that Ada Virgo got married last year and bought a house, but this year in April, he sent friends of him to spy on me. What's that all about? Well, you know, it was very interesting, because I just saw somebody posted a meme on Instagram that said, the sad truth is most people that are together are not in love, and most people that aren't together, and most people that are in love aren't together. So he could be married and living in a house somewhere, and so what does that mean? You know, it's very easy to get married and be with somebody that you don't want to be with. And I don't understand it, maybe because I never lived through something like that. But I'm going to say more often than not, I hear people tell me that they got married when they knew that they shouldn't. They got married for other reasons. They got married because of money, promises, inheritances. You know, one thing doesn't have to do with the other. Hey, shh. It does look like around him, he felt like the timing has not been right with you. That's why you guys, has not worked out. If he did get married and buy a house, he is not real happy. Justice is in reverse. He feels like he may be paying the piper for it, or he may be feeling like this just wasn't what it was cracked up to be. Look, you guys have the Lover's card. There's no denying that he still has feelings for you. I say it all the time. I think life is too short for this kind of bullshit. You know, like some people, you don't know what tomorrow holds. To be with somebody that you don't want to be with, or you know, because of what, money or convenience or getting wrapped up in the moment, I can't really say that that's the right choice. And there's always a way out. It's unfortunate that people tend to get stuck. If he did get married, he ain't thrilled. I'll tell you that right now. But I don't know why people do these things. It's very frustrating. Soleil, what does the mini tower moment coming up involve? Okay. You may be feeling like life is not moving forward quick enough. Or you may feel like things around you are a little bit unjust. Or you haven't seen karma. You may be also feeling a little bit unstable. Lovers is in reverse too, so be careful that you don't have another argument. It could have something to do with feeling unjust around love, or not, like you're not getting good karma around love relationship. Miss Ronnie, update with the Sag. He may want to go on a trip to water, by water, or around water. He may be feeling a little bit weak. You might have more control over the situation than you think. This guy is looking for the happy home. I don't know where he is right now as far as where you are in your relationship, but he may want things to move forward quickly. I mean, he just seems like he's putting himself in your space. That's the impression I'm getting from him. He's just putting himself there. I think that you may be getting annoyed with him. You're going to have other options around you. I don't think that, I mean, he's pretty, he wants to come back. Shay, how does Brian miss me? We're not in communication at this time. I want to know if I'll hear from you, okay? Okay. Will I hear from Brian? Oh, you're definitely going to hear from him. He definitely wants to speak to you. And you could hear from him within the next 4 weeks. This whole thing could kind of blow over in the next 4 weeks. Yeah, he definitely has been thinking about you lately. Soleil, will my application at Arlington Manor get approved? Hello, miss. What's going on here? Yeah, I think it will get approved. Yep. Sarah, what do you see from me? Hey. Shh. Your intuition is heightened. Listen to your intuition. Your senses are heightened. Moving forward, you're connecting to your spiritual side. You may be starting a new transformation or a new journey spiritually. There's indecision around it. You may not be trusting your gut, but listen to your intuition. It's spot on, and it's going to continue to grow. And it's going to not lead you to the wrong areas. It's going to lead you to the right area. Moving forward, if you're not with anybody right now, you could have a love relationship come in that's a soulmate-like relationship. It could be with a Gemini. If you are with someone right now, your current relationship is doing well and will continue to grow. Tabitha, what are Ken's intentions towards me? No contact. Hey, look at how nice your brother is over there, quiet like that. Ken right now is feeling very indecisive. You put a wish out into the universe. He's not sure what he wants, but I do think that you're going to hear from him. You have air communication coming in. He may send you a message of some type. Hey, hey, hey. 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 All right, all right. How about let's try a little more milk? You want a little more milk? Oh, don't cry. No, 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 don't cry. Oh, look, you punched him. You punched him right in the face. Yeah, all right. Finish that milk, whatever. Yeah, you got it. Good girl. Soleil, is Leroy in contact with any of his exes? It's possible. It's got a 70% chance that he may be speaking to one of his exes. Soleil, what's next for Leroy and I? Shh. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Wait a minute. This has got... Hang on. Here. You laughing at Dylan? Don't laugh at him. Drink your shit. No, you don't want it. All right. Go ahead. Laugh at Dylan. What's next for Leroy and I? You may be going on a trip to water, by water, or around water coming up. Your intuition is spot on, so listen to it. And the relationship may get a little bit exciting and passionate. Could be cause for celebration. Or there may be like a party or something that you're going to. 3 cups. A little trip would be nice. Michelle, I think if the Virgo will come back to me, it would be all about money. Am I right? Okay, let me see. No, it wouldn't be all about money, but money would be a big part of it. 70% of it would be about money, but he does care about you too. There's no doubt about that. I was pregnant for 2 years from A. I don't got it because I don't want a better life. I was pregnant for 2 years from A. I don't got it because I want a better life for the baby. I don't want to give him more. Same time A was involved with the one he married, L told me that, what can I expect from A? What does he really want? What are his real feelings? Okay, wait, I'm a little bit confused. So you were pregnant 2 years ago from A, but you didn't have the baby because you wanted a better life for the baby and you didn't want, and you couldn't give him more? And A married somebody else, and L told you, what can I expect from A? What does he really want? Okay. You know I don't trust when third people intervene, so I wouldn't really trust too much what L is saying, just because I just don't trust, like the telephone kind of a thing. You see, if A comes back, there's a wish around the situation. The relationship with the two of you could get back on track fast. And there is room for transformation. I have a funny feeling, though, that when this person comes back, you may not be feeling like it's all it's cracked up to be. You may feel like, this is what I wanted, kind of a thing. Like, oh my God, I can't believe that this is what I've been waiting for. It's really not that great. I think that he really cares about you, but let me just see. I want to see what else is going on with him. See, he comes off that he's like a little sluggish with his own, like he doesn't really take the bull by the horns in his own life. He's a little bit lazy when it comes to being driven. He's kind of okay with other people doing things for him. Chariot is in reverse, which is slow. Sun is in reverse. He's kind of got a tower around him, which is a little bit of a disaster. Like that's him himself having to do with nothing and nothing else. Like he may be his own worst enemy, and he's kind of full with regret and disappointment and a little bit of negativity. Okay, so L is your friend that's kind of telling you what's going on in this guy's life. I won't say that I don't trust her. I don't tend to trust, like, you know, when it comes through the grapevine, because who did she hear it from, and how true do we know any of it is? I always rather just hear it from the person themselves. I can't believe that he married that other woman. I'm wondering if that other woman gets rid of him. She may think that he's somewhat of like an energy sucker. I'm going to just look and see what's going on in their relationship. Oh boy. Their relationship is relatively weak. If they're even still together. They may not even be still together. There's anxiety around the situation, and the happy home is upside down. I'm not 100% sure that they're still together. And if they are, the relationship may not be great. He may be the kind of person that just stays there because it's easy. People do that crap too. Shay, when will my back get better? It's been taking a toll on my life at this point. Okay, let's see. You could get some relief this fall. So the best thing that I could suggest to you for the back issues, I don't know what's wrong with your back, like as far as if it's like an injury or just something that's out of alignment. Best thing is Pilates. But my suggestion would be to, if you're going to go to a Pilates studio, make sure that the person is trained under Joseph Pilates technique. So Joseph Pilates never copywrote his name, and people use his name, and they're not teaching Pilates. They're teaching their own shit, and they're just attaching that name. If you're not going to go to a studio for it, Mari Windsor, you can get her videos for free on YouTube. She trained under Romana, who I believed trained underneath Joseph Pilates himself. Best thing to do if you have back issues is it has to do with the pelvis. So when the pelvis is off, the spine is off, which affects the back. Women usually have a pelvis that's tilted this way, right? Like the butt kind of sticks out. Not always, but usually. Men tend to be tilted a little bit more this way. You want to get your pelvis in alignment, which will help to release back issues. And stabilizing the core will help that. But I don't know exactly where your back issues are, so it's hard for me to tell just generally. But most of the time, people don't realize that back issues are coming from an unstable pelvis. And that's what's throwing the spine off, which is then causing back issues. So, Mari Windsor. And you know what? Like, You could do like a 6-minute video, and you don't have, it doesn't have to be like an hour and a half long thing, and you can get your pelvis back in alignment pretty quickly. Hey, baby. Phantom, what's coming in my way concerning love? Oh, is that tickle? Is that tickle? Are you ticklish? It's coming my way, dessert. Oh my God, you have passion and love coming in around a Pisces. You also have a fire sign coming in that's going to be very adventurous and fun. Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. You have success coming in around love that's very passionate, whimsical, carefree. The summer should be good for you. You got a couple of options coming in. Look out for the Pisces. The Pisces may be really into you. The fire sign may be more like fun-loving and carefree, but the Pisces may be a little bit more like a soul kind of a connection. Sciatica, Pilates should help. It should help because something is getting compressed, which is causing the pain. Focusing on stabilizing the core. Another thing, when it comes to Pilates, there's a series called the Sidekick series, which is like, takes 5 minutes to do it. Lying on your side, very effective in helping for back issues. Just Google it, Sidekick series. But remember this, because some instructors don't really enforce this, or they don't explain how important it is. You want to keep your pelvis stable. So if you're kicking your legs around and your hips are moving all over the place, too big, it's too wide of a motion. You want to keep the most important is to stabilize that pelvis. And then when you do the side kicks, the pelvis stays still. A lot of times people are swinging their legs around like they think if they can kick themselves in the forehead, they're doing a great job. It's not about the range of motion, it's about the stability. And you can see for yourself when you look in the mirror. They call it duck butt or Pink Panther. Look in the mirror and see the way you stand. If you kind of tilt forward and your butt sort of sticks out, then you know that you have to work on getting the pelvis to come this way more. If you're a little bit more like this and your butt is a little bit flatter, then you have to kind of go like this more. It's usually women that have their butts that stick out a little bit more. It's just the way we're designed. And men the opposite. Phantom, reading for Nav. Thank you. Yeah. Here you go. Have this. Scotch. Michelle, why is A not talking to me? And why is he still spying on me? What is the reason he broke up with me? He never told me. Okay, let's see. Well, he's spying on you because he wants to know what's going on in your life. He definitely still cares about you. There's no question about that. And the wife thing, I don't know how much of that I'm buying. If he is with her, I'm not buying that he loves her, which doesn't really, I mean, look, if he's married to her, he's married to her. People are married to people all the time. They can't stand them. That's besides the point. And it's unfortunate that, you know, it's like life is it's like such a hologram. Like everything that we look at is fake. So it's like he's following you because he wants to know what's going on in your life, but it's not really showing him exactly what's going on. I don't think that he even really understands how much you care about him. Why he's not talking to you. He may think that you wouldn't talk to him. He feels unsuccessful around the situation with you. He also feels that a little bit stressed out. It's going to sound bizarre because I think he's the one that betrayed you, but if he feels a little bit betrayed by the situation, people have a bizarre way of justifying their own behaviors. What's the reason that he broke up? He never told me. All right, let me see if I can find out. He felt out of balance and he felt like he was carrying around the weight of the world. He didn't break up with you because he didn't care about you or that he didn't love you. He did. Um, it's like he didn't want to be responsible to the relationship anymore. You know, it sounds crazy, but people do crazy things. Like sometimes they don't want to be with people they really care about because they feel responsible. It's easy to treat someone that you don't love like shit. And you don't have to really put a lot of effort into it. It sounds crazy to normal people. I've just seen it happen too many times where I'm like, oh my God, he's with her because he doesn't care about her. You know, somebody once told me this: men need to be with someone more than women do. Like men feel like a comfort and almost like a mother rather than a lover. It sounds crazy. I never would have believed it myself until I started seeing it happen a lot, where they're not with women that they love like lovers. They're with women that take care of everything as like a mother would. Like, and I'm not even talking like so much like do the laundry, but like things like taking care of things like mundane tasks like pay the electric bill or pay the phone bill, like things like that. And it's like, really, it's not that hard to pay your own phone bill, that you got to be with this person that you don't really love just so that she can pay the phone bill on time. I mean, you can hire a secretary to do that. He broke up with you not because he doesn't care about you, but because he felt like, I don't know if he suffers from depression. He didn't want to be so responsible for the relationship, or he didn't feel like he could live up to it. You're going to hear from him. At some point, this guy comes back. You might be over it when he comes back. You may have a hard time with the idea of going back, or if you do go back, you may feel like this wasn't what it was cracked up to be. Revisiting this, like, I see how far I've come. Sarah, when is Jay the Pisces coming to Canada? Okay, so 7 of hearts. I don't know if he can come in the month of July because of the pandemic. If he can't come in the month of July, he wouldn't come again until the spring. Hopefully this shit's done by the spring. Crystal, what's causing my stomach swelling and pain? Am I safe to have a child? Should I have one with the man that I'm with? Okay, first of all, anything like this, stomach swelling and pain, I would have a doctor look at that. Most likely, a bloated stomach usually has something to do with a food allergy. Pain, too. It could be something like you're allergic to gluten. It might not be the end of the world, but I would still go see a doctor. I can tell you because I've had like sensitivity to some food myself. A friend of mine just gave me this idea. I'm not doing it right now because I love watermelon and I can't give up watermelon for the summer. But I might try it after the summer. The name of the diet is called FODMAP, FODMAP, and you eliminate all this stuff from your diet. 12 weeks, I think you have to stay on it. And then you start to introduce food back in. I would still go see a doctor regardless, because the doctor may be able to help you. And I don't really care for like swelling, it should be looked at. And pain should be looked at. But if it is a sensitivity to a food, this diet should help you figure out what it is. To me, swelling usually has something to do with retaining water, which is usually has something to do with carbohydrates and gluten. Gluten makes you retain water. But like I said, pain and swelling should be looked at by a doctor. Let's see, am I safe to have a child? I would ask the doctor too, but I'm going to ask the cards, but I think you are safe to have a child. Should I have one with the man that I'm with? If he is willing to have a child with you, I don't see why not. To me, this is just how I feel personally. If you and him decide to have a child together, great. If by the powers that be, it happens, and you guys have not discussed it, and you decide to keep the child, and it's just something that happened. You didn't manipulate anything. You didn't try to be sneaky. It's something that just happened. And I would tell you to just have the child because, listen, it's meant to be. And some women do this with the intentions of thinking they're going to trap someone or make them responsible or make them, that's not going to work. That doesn't work anymore. That maybe worked in the 1950s, but these days men do not have to stay. So to me, the answer to that question really is in what you want. You just want to have a child, you can have that child. But if there's no ulterior motives, I would say go for it. If I wouldn't do it with the intentions of trying to trap someone, although I'm not getting that from your thing. I just throw it out there. Because I hear a lot of people say that, well, I'll just get pregnant. And I'm like, oh, maybe you should rethink that. But I would go have the stomach thing checked out. Like I said, I think it has something to do with the food sensitivity, but I would have it checked out. You know, if it's something, you might notice that it happens sometimes more than others, and then you may be able to kind of figure out what's causing it. But having a doctor diagnose it, I think, would be better. New me. Love reading. Demetrius and I. Love reading for Demetrius and I. Okay, let's see. Okay. You guys actually have a possibility of the relationship moving forward quickly and happiness coming in fast. Somebody may be holding themselves back, which could lead to heartbreak in the other person, but you guys could get past it. And maybe a little bit of a rough road because of this nonsense. But there is strength around the relationship. There is passion around the relationship and happiness. Relationship could move forward quickly. Michelle, I think L and A had a relationship with each other. We are not friends. Now L is pregnant. Is A the father? And is that why she's looking for help? And she comes to you for help? That would really be crazy. Let's see. Is A the father? Yeah, I think he is. I think he is. If she wants help, she better be honest with you and tell you what's going on exactly. This is why I don't trust her. There's too much nonsense going on here. I would be careful with her, because if she knew you were involved with him, he married someone else, he gets her pregnant, and then she comes back to you for help. I mean, she's got to know that this is somewhat of a tough subject for you. I would be careful with her. I don't know how much I trust her. And what does she want you to do for her? You know what I mean? It's unfortunate that he seems to make fear-based decisions and not love-based decisions. Most people do, but this is really extreme. Yeah. Sarah, how's the rest of July look for me? Good. You got some choices. You got some happiness. You got the love cup being full. Fire sign around you. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Somebody may be coming in out of the blue. You could hear from somebody from your past. Rest of July looks interesting. Nina, what's coming in for me concerning love? If you're not with anyone right now, you have a water sign coming in. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. It may be a Pisces. You might feel like finally good karma has shown up for you. They could come in out of the blue. They may be a very hard worker, and they may want the relationship to move forward quickly. Phantom, anyone coming back or trying to come back from my past? Yes, and damn, you're going to have choices. There may be more than one person. You could have a Cancer coming back from your past. You may have an Aries coming back from your past. You may have a Sagittarius coming back from your past. There's people coming back. Hold on, because you got some people coming back. Damn it. Danny, what's next for Isaac and I? You may feel like you have a long road ahead of you, and there may be a decision that you two have to make coming up. But once you get past that decision, your relationship with him can move forward quickly. You're going to be the one that has choices around you, though. You got a Sagittarius coming in here, too. You guys may be going on a trip, taking a trip somewhere, even if it's just for the day. He may want to do something to water, by water, or around water. They don't know what the fluid is from. Fluid intolerance says that I've had a list of docs look at, and there's fluid, but they don't know why. Try cutting gluten out. Gluten and dairy. I would cut gluten and dairy out and see if that helps. Christy, why does our employees continue to believe Dina's lies? She comes off to be very nice, very, like, if you know her, you probably can tell that she's fake, but it looks like she's very convincing. She's very, very nice, and she's got a very strong character. Thing is that it's not going to last. She's going to do something that's going to expose herself that she's not going to be able to take back. And in time, the divine timing is coming. Everyone's going to know what she is. You know, it's the kind of thing, Fool in reverse and exposing yourself is the kind of thing where something slips out that you can't take back. Like, I can't think of a good example, but she's going to say something or do something that's going to expose who she truly is, and there won't be any denying it. Like, I can't think of any examples, but it's like when you know that somebody's working from an evil place, right? And their intentions are poor. And you can't prove it to people because people don't believe you. Everyone's got to find out the hard way. Everyone's got to find out for themselves. But it's like she says or does something that exposes who she is that can't be taken back. Like, I don't know. I can't think of an example, but it's going to come out. And when it comes out, everyone's going to be like, wow, this is who she is. That, like, there's no taking it back. You know, it's not like it's something that's bad enough that you can't take it back. It's like, why would you say something like that? You know what I mean? Like, it's like there's no backing away from it. Fool in reverse, the cat's out of the bag, and that's it. And she does it to herself. Nobody else does it to her. She's got no one to blame but herself. It's going to be good, and I can't wait because I love when people expose themselves. It's like you try so hard, you want them to get what's coming to them, and then they do it to themselves. There's nothing better than that. Sarah, I feel so stupid, but I keep thinking about the Pisces for some reason. Was it supposed to be a short connection, or is there more to come? Okay, let's see. I think there is more to come. I think there's more to come. You know, it's interesting because like I've had many situations over the course of my life where I would say the same thing. Like, I feel like an asshole. Why do I even care anymore? And then, like, you know, usually when I least expect it, the person shows up again and there's more to come. You know, it is what it is. You can't change that. So if there's more to come, there's more to come. If not, you'll get over it. But I think there may be more to come here. Priscilla, should I give up on Antonio and go for Ray the Pisces? I would give Ray the Pisces a chance. I don't think that you have to give up on Antonio. I mean, if things take off with Ray, it won't even be a question. You'll just be off with Ray. You won't even think about Antonio. But the only time I really tell people they have to give up on someone is if the person's being abusive in some way. But I think that giving Ray the Pisces a chance would be healthy, and I think it would be a good idea. So I would definitely suggest that. Michelle, was it better to broke up with Denise? We were friends over 25 years. How does she think I feel? She was sneaky behind my back. Okay. Yeah. Here, there you go. That's her being sneaky behind your back. You know, you use your intuition. I think that you made the right decision. Timing. There's divine timing around this situation. You may at some point reconnect with her for something, but I don't think your relationship with her will ever be the same. You have the Fool, which could be a new beginning or a new journey with her. You also have the Wish around the situation. I think a lot of times, especially with friends, they come into our lives for a reason. When the connection's over, it's over, and you just go your own way. And there doesn't have to be hard feelings, but it doesn't mean that you have to be the best of friends again. You could reconnect at some point. I don't think you're ever going to go back to the way things were. If she was sneaky behind your back, I think that's something that's always going to stick with you. I think you made the right decision. You know, it's like, this used to come up a lot. My yoga teacher that taught me how to teach, she used to say in one of the talks that she gave, something about a friend that she had in kindergarten. And the people would say, yeah, but you guys have been friends since kindergarten. And she would be like, yeah, but so what? People outgrow one another. It doesn't have to be a sad thing. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. We've just grown in different directions. It is what it is. I don't need to go to whatever it was just because I haven't seen her in X amount of years. We were friends when we were 5. We've both grown up since then. So I think that that may be a connection that will never be the same. You may revisit it again at some point, but I think you're kind of going to leave it where it is, and I think it's for the right reasons. Crystal, you don't have to be trapped. If you were to make a decision, if you want to have a child, right? And you decide to have the child with this guy, if you're both on board, you both can co-parent and not be together. On the other hand, if, like I said, sometimes shit happens, you still can co-parent and not be together and have this child. If you want to have a child, like, to me, I feel like life is too short not to do what you want. You want a baby? Have a baby. Because I would rather not see somebody regret it at a later date. And that's the kind of thing that you could regret. I don't know how old you are, but at some point that window of time is going to close. And if you want a baby, I would say go for it. I mean, did you just go for it? Farrell, question below. What does Dedrick want to come of our relationship? The diet is food map, but only with one O. It's FODMAP. He's not sure. You know what his attitude is like? What will be, will be. You know, he's happy with the way things are. He's got a wish around the situation. The love cup is full. He's using his intuition. He's not 100% sure of where he wants it to go. He just kind of takes it day by day, and he's enjoying it. I would just kind of go along with it for right now and let things kind of unfold on their own. He cares about you a lot. The love cup is full. Yeah, and I believe that diet is also supposed to be great for people that suffer from IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, and digestive issues. What they say is, this is what my friend was telling me. She's taking some kind of an online course. Um, you know, I mean, they've been saying it now for years, that everything, nutrition and everything starts in the digestive system. And people that eat too much gluten, the gluten, it does something, like it tears apart the colon or the intestines or something. But like everything else, it rebuilds every couple of days. Some people are more sensitive than others. If you don't have good gut bacteria, you don't break down the food, you're not absorbing the nutrients enough. People with IBS, I think it just passes through them too fast for them to absorb these things, which is why they have issues. You know, like one thing leads to another. So cutting out all these different foods for 12 weeks and then adding them back in to figure out what sensitivity it is that you have specifically can, if you have IBS, can cure the IBS. And a lot of it is like, and you don't have to stay on it forever. You just have to do it for 12 weeks is a long time, but it's not forever. Michelle, is A married with J or D? I can ask, let's see. Is A married to J? All right, again, it's only a 33% chance he could be married to J. Let's see, is he married to D? I'm only getting a 33% chance. Are you sure, 100% sure that he is married? It's not coming up very high for either one of those two. Phantom. How are things looking for me concerning my career? Looks good. Like, it looks like you may be sailing onto greener pastures coming up. Maybe not right away, but you have, it could even be a new business idea that you come up with that brings in love, money, fertility, abundance, prosperity with the Empress, feeling like the world is at your feet and starting a new journey. Career-wise, you may be working at a job, but then you may do something on your own that could be quite profitable and take off at another point. Page of Pentacles is coming up with the idea and being very focused on it. Michelle, what does L want me to do, and what does A think about the situation and the things that he has done to me? Okay, and does he know how he's hurt me? I think he does know that he's hurt you. I do. He does know that he's hurt you. I don't know what this L wants. Like, she's showing up here crazy. Like, you know, like she's showing up to you. I don't know if she knows how hurt you are by the situation. If she's pregnant with his child and he's married to someone else, but we're not 100% sure that he is, and she's coming in telling you this gossip, I don't know how much I trust her, but what does she want from you? Let's see. I think she's scared, and I think that she wants support. She may even be persistent. You don't owe her anything, but it's a tough situation, because if you do decide that you want to be part of his life and that's his child, that child will be part of your life for the most part. It's very complicated. Me, unfortunately, I tend to always try to do the right thing, which I don't always feel works in my favor, but I would try to do the right thing by everyone, only because if you do decide that you want him back in your life, and that child is going to be part of your lives, if it is his, I would want you guys to be able to start on a clean slate. You know what I mean? Like, if she needs the support, you know, think of it like this could be your future stepchild should things go in that direction. Would you want to do the right thing for the child? If you put yourself in this situation, if the situation were backwards, what would you want? Like for me, if I were in the situation and I was going to say, okay, I want this, when this guy comes back to me and I do decide to be part of his life, will be his child regardless. If I'm going to be part of the child's life, I want to take the high road because I want to be a good person in the child's life. I don't want the child to feel like, you know, I resent him or her, you know, because it's not the child's fault. It's very complicated. But that's just my opinion. Like I said, I always try to take the high road. Not that I always felt like it's done me any good. In fact, most of the time I feel like I get a good kick in the ass for it. But that's what I have to say because that's what I really feel in my gut. Shay, what's coming next for me in love? Nav, did I ever answer you? I don't know if I did, so I'm going to answer that. I don't remember. I don't think I did. The one that Phantom bought for you. What's coming in next for love? Okay, you have a transformation coming in around love. If you're not with anyone right now, you've got either strength coming in around a current relationship or you have a Leo coming in on a new relationship. Feeling here like you have a long road ahead of you, but that's not really true because it's coming. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Please be careful if you don't want children when that card shows up. The person that comes in may have money. They may be pretty well off. Now, what's coming up for me in love for the rest of July? Feeling balanced. Somebody comes in out of the blue. You'll be prepared when they show up. They could be a water sign if you're not with anyone right now. Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio, and you feel like you have good karma that comes in. Maybe feeling like you've been put at the right place at the right time. Not a bad thing. Isla, is July the month that Jada Libra contacts me, and if yes, why? I'm not convinced that he contacts you in July. Not at this point. Pharaoh, will prosperity be coming in for me this month? %70 chance, yes. If not a lot of prosperity, it should at least be starting. You might not hit the lotto, but things should be a little bit more fluid. Asia, why did my ex Jay the Gemini keeps popping up? Is he popping up in person? Because it could, you know, it's showing here that the timing is poor, divine timing in reverse, but it may be the kind of thing that he may be trying to put himself at the right place at the right time. If he's popping up in person, he's trying to make things happen. He's prepared. I don't know that it's going to work for him though, because I don't know if you might feel like you don't really want to be bothered with him anymore. He's not holding himself back, but you may be feeling like his days are numbered. I don't know. I'm not feeling like you're going to be too into this. Priscilla, general for Antonia and I, possible outcome. Well, I mean, this relationship looks like it could be a little bit of a road up and down. It's like feeling stable, but then feeling like he's lost interest. And then you could start a new journey. And then you may be feeling like intuitively you guys are connected. But then there comes a standstill. And then the cups are in reverse. 10 of cups are in reverse. And then you feel like he's a little off balance. It just could be a road. It could have like extreme highs and extreme lows. Michelle, I think Denise was or is in love with A, and she also is a girlfriend of A's ex-D. That's why she was talking behind my back. Am I right? Okay, let's see. You're there. That's why she's talking behind your back. Let me see if she's still in love with him. Is Denise in love with A? I think she still may be in love with him. Yeah. Yeah, things are definitely complicated over there, but I would just stand your ground. You know, if you vibrate at your highest frequency and you're calling in the things that are right to you and you make the right decisions, you should be okay. You know, like as far as like when I mean right decisions, like you're focused on the highest good for all parties involved. Like I always think about that when there's a third party situation and one person is trying to hold on to the other person. Like, and I mean, everyone's been in that situation where somebody's trying really hard to hold on to someone who doesn't want to be with them anymore, or they're kind of over it, but this person is sort of like stalking them and forcing things. There's a better life out there for everyone, right? So I always try to think like the highest good for everyone. These people that are in love with people that don't want to have anything to do with them. There's somebody out there that actually would want to be with them. So let's hope that the powers that be put us all in the right place so that we can all have happiness, not just me or not just him, all of us. If you come from that kind of a place and your intentions are the best for everybody, I don't think you can go wrong. I think that you're going to continue to stay on the right path and the right things will unfold. It's just, it can be very difficult. I get it. Pharaoh, does he genuinely care for me? He says he loves me. Does he desire anyone else? If I stopped talking to him today, would it matter to him? Okay. Money spells, I always do them on Thursdays, the day of Jupiter. You could do them on Sundays. You could set your intention under the new moon, and then it should come into fruition the full moon. But I always just go with Thursdays. If you happen to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning on Thursday morning, that's the best time to do them. He does care about you very much. He would definitely care if you stopped talking to him. As far as desiring anyone else, men are men. You know, they're attracted to women. I mean, that's just in their DNA. That's not a big deal. He's not acting on it. He's not pursuing anyone else. There's no one else around him. I mean, he could be attracted to the whore down the street. It's not a big deal, you know. He would be very upset if you stopped talking to him. He really does care about you. The only thing here that bothers me about this question is that, to me, the energy that I pick up from it is that you don't really believe it, that he cares about you. And what bothers me about that is law of attraction wise. If you're not feeling loved, he may not reflect back to you love. You know what I mean? We tend to, you know, it's like the red bus. As soon as somebody says to you, oh, I got on a red bus, now all of a sudden you see red buses. Well, if you're saying, well, I'm not really feeling that he loves me, then that's what you're going to keep noticing. So try to change the way you're feeling about that. Notice what you love about the relationship, not what you feel it lacks. And you should create more of that naturally. Hey, what's happening here? You need a little more of this juice? You need a little more of that sauce? There you go. That's it. Michelle, what was Denise talking about? Do you see that? I won't be able to know specifically, but I can give you an idea. Hey. No? All right. See, she's got the swords around her. So she was definitely talking about you, and it was probably talking bad about you only to try to make herself look better, which doesn't work anyway. So she probably wound up shooting herself in the foot. Fool in reverse. She's another one that if she hasn't done it yet, she will expose herself for who she is when the Fool is in reverse, and she will feel regret over it. So I can't give you a specific conversation. I don't know. But it would be the kind of thing that she thought by talking bad about you, it would make her look better, or she would convince people of something. If they haven't yet, they will realize who she is. Fool in reverse. She's doing something, saying something, or that she's not going to be able to take back. She won't be able to talk her way out of it. It's going to come back to bite her. I wouldn't let her bother you, because I think that she's already dug her own grave. Asia, why haven't I heard from R the Sag lately? Hey, 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 Pumpkin, no crying. He's feeling a little stuck. Life is a little bit slow. He's been a little bit out of balance. Here he is. Sagittarius is going to show up. Oh no, sorry, that's the Gemini. Sorry. But you do have transformation coming in around the relationship. Here he is. There's a Sagittarius. You will hear from him. He's just been, I don't know if he's been feeling a little lazy, or he's just not putting much effort into anything. Come on, come on, come on. Shh, shh, shh. Come on. Quiet, quiet, quiet. Yeah. Now what? You're wide awake? Are you wide awake? Silly. That's silly. That's silly. Don't cry. Don't cry. I have a big head too. That's funny. I have a ginormous head. Oh, that's so funny. All right. Cinnamon, what's Wesley hiding from me regarding us? Avery Grace, come on. I don't think he's really hiding anything. It shows that he thinks that your relationship is moving forward. That the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles echoes that sentiment. He may have an offer that comes in, like he may make you an offer that you can't refuse. It may have something to do with a trip, a vacation, or a day of relaxation. He may sometimes feel that the relationship has weak moments, but I don't think he's really hiding anything from you. Hey, quiet down, lovey. Mihak, what's coming towards me in the near future? Be careful that you're not holding yourself back. You got a creative project coming in. You have success coming in around a creative project. You may be taking a trip to water, by water, or around water. You also have some money coming in. Malika, general. You got some good karma showing up for you. You also have a trip to water, by water, or around water that's going to serve you really well. About to embark on a personal transformation with the Death card. Feeling like the world is at your feet and no longer holding yourself back. Taking opportunities when they pop up. Beyond, what should I know about my next relationship? They may be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. They'll be very well balanced, have a very big heart. They may be very assertive. They also might have a jealous streak. They're a hard worker. They're well prepared. And they're very driven. They have a lot of drive and passion. Sonia. General for this week and next week. Hey, hey, hey. You may have some choices that come in, especially choices around love, maybe with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. There's success that comes in. You also have a fire sign around you, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Got some money coming in too in the next 2 weeks. Hey, shh. Quiet. Quiet. Adonis. I don't see the question yet. Hang on. Nana, general. Got a wish, put it out into the universe. You may be starting a new spiritual practice that you get a whole lot out of. No longer holding yourself back. You could be spending a lot of time with a Leo coming up. You may be going on a trip to water, by water, or around water. Lady, I kind of can't let go of a person. Is he still thinking about me too? Did I do this one already? I feel like I did this one. Yes, he is thinking about you too, definitely. Tori, will me and Ross the Capricorn ever be in a romantic relationship, and if so, when? Yeah, you got a good chance of being in a romantic relationship within the next 3 months. Tara. Does my ex feel I'm emotionally blackmailing him, or is it another woman making him feel emotionally stuck and trapped? Okay. Am I blackmailing him emotionally? I think he feels like you are. Mel, you could close them. Thank you. I think he thinks that you're emotionally blackmailing him. I don't think it's somebody else. Come on, come on. April, something weird happened to me last night when I was sleeping and it felt so real. A big wave of energy got lifted out of me. I'm still in shock. Was it a spirit? Yes, it probably was. Let's see. Yes, it was. I don't think it was anything to be afraid of, but you could sage your room, and if that doesn't work, you can always put a bowl of salt underneath your bed. It's better to cleanse that stuff away, regardless. I don't think it was bad or evil, but cleanse it anyway. Shh. Come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on. Shh. Michelle, what does Elle want me to do? And should I tell Denise that she should stay away from my mom, too? Will A ever be able to say sorry for hurting me? Okay, let's see. Let me ask, will A ever be able to apologize? Oh, pardon me. Oh. I actually do think he will apologize, yes. What does L want me to do? I think she's just looking for your relationship with her to be successful. I think she just wants someone to lean on. You know what? It's up to you. I think that as far as these people are concerned, there's a lot of dramatics around this whole situation, and I would just try to keep the drama to the minimized. I don't know if I would tell Denise to stay away from you or your mom. I think I would just try to be a little bit distant, and maybe she'll just kind of go away on her own rather than making a bigger deal out of it, because I don't want to see any more drama come to this situation. I don't know how often she bothers your mom, but, you know, maybe your mom can just kind of like ignore her, you know, tell her that she's busy or something. Because I feel like if you kind of verbalize it, it's going to make matters worse. But I do think that you're going to get an apology from this guy. And I think there's more to come from the situation. Oh, Dylan, I love you. You're a good boy. What a good boy. Kay Faye, can you tell me what the spirits want me to know? Okay, spirit cards for Kay. The Four of Earth. Being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. The Queen of Fire. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and your creativity. The Queen of Air. Objective decision making, clearing the way that all no longer serves you, and seeing the humor in a situation. Sangeeta. Will A get married or not? Will A get married or not? There is marriage around this person at some point. Yeah, I think this person will get married at some point. Coco, does Z the Leo think of me, the Pisces, like I think of him? Okay. I can't tell you if you guys think of each other alike. I can just tell you if he thinks about you. Yes, he does think of you. Yep. Rah, rah. What are mother-in-law's thoughts and their intentions towards me? Comes up with cutting, sharp energy. Queen of Swords, I don't really care for that. The intentions aren't bad, though, because the Three of Cups is celebration. They may be very negative people. Or is it just one person, just the mother-in-law? There's sharp cutting energy around and a lot of negativity, but I don't think that their intentions are bad. They just may be like negative. She just might be a negative person. Okay, male general. Empress. Love, money, abundance, fertility, prosperity. Be careful if you don't want children when that card shows up. The Lovers. Okay, you've got a water sign around you, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. This person wants all 10 cups to be full. They're looking for happiness. The Sun card is here. They want a transformation. They're looking to transform their life. They're putting in the work, and they have a romantic interest towards you. Your relationship with this person, if you choose to, can move forward quickly. They may present you with an offer that you can't refuse. And they may have some nice money, too. All right, guys. That's it for me. I'm going to get this one changed. She's all wet. She's drooling all over the place. Right? You're drooling all over the place, miss. All right, guys. I finished the super chats. I did the moderators. Right? Oh, is Brandy here? I don't know if Brandy's here. I don't know if Brandy is here. Brandy, are you out there? Oh, she left. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to go. I'm sweating over here. I will see you guys tomorrow, probably earlier in the day and then again at night. Either way, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all. Have a nice evening. Good night. Bye-bye.